Hi friends, welcome to Aisha DIY. This is a bracelet project that I want to do. I have here some materials listed here. Um, I mean, displayed here actually. So I have a gold brushed toggle clasp. This was from Bargain Beats some time ago. And these are some check glass round faceted 2 by 4 millimeter, I think. Um, beads, truck beads. These are called check glass truck beads. These are some 11 seed beads, and this is a tube that I took. I'm not so sure the camera is picking up, but that's the color. The color is like this. I think now it's clear. So, and then I have this focal owl bead. This is so pretty focal. It's a yellow and some aqua blue. I got this from Joann's a while back as trend of this. And these are some fire polished check 10 millimeter faceted roundels. This is from Fire Mountain and Gems. And these are ceramic beads, and these are vintage ceramic beads in a yellow color and a light blue color. Looks like gray in the uh, video, but in person it looks a little bit blue. So I have these, and for stringing I have this polyester 0.5 millimeter cord. This is what I have. And if you want to add charms, we can add some charms to this. So it's totally up to you guys to add charms or not add. But I think I need to add some charms. That way it will look even more prettier. That's what I think. But I don't know if I have some charms which are available from the Beadbox Bargains subscription box. Okay. Let's decide that later. Once we will get to the place where we want to go, and then we'll decide. So first of all, I would take my ruler and measure 24, 24, 36, and 4 more. 40 inches of the cord, just to be on the safer side. So I have 40 inches of my cord. We shall move our beads over here. So we need all these beads. Let's figure out a pattern with this. So here's my 40 inches, and I'm going to thread my toggle first. So here we go. And I'm going to thread my toggle first, and then I'm going to bring both the ends together and move my toggle all the way in the middle, just like so. Then I'm going to actually tie a knot, overhand knot. Overhand knot is just going over your 2 fingers and making a loop and putting the tail inside the loop and then bringing it all the way down. So, and then you can hold this with some scrap wire that I have here, just holding the knot so that it comes all the way here, and then I'm gonna tighten my knot. This polyester cord is nice, so the knot comes out really easily. But so these are the beads that we have. So we can arrange the beads now. So we can interchange the beads with these yellow beads, is what my thinking is. So you lay down the pattern. This way you will know for sure which one you want to continue with. And then I'm gonna put the focal here, and then probably like this, and one more of this big bead, and then um, this would look nice. And if you want to add the gold, you can add it in between every bead. That way it looks more dressed up. Here, if you don't want it, you don't have to add, but you can if you want. So separate these two cords, and in one cord I'm going to add the I'm going to add a truck bead and the ceramic, because the ceramic has a bigger hole, so I just want to close that hole with this bead. There we go. So that's what we have in one cord. In the other cord, I'm going to pick up my seed beads. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This cord can be burnt, so it's pretty nice. So I'm going to take seed beads as long as it covers my entire section of this ceramic bead and the truck beads. So I need more. Bring everything down here and see if it covers the entire section, which it does, and I'm good with it. So now what I'm gonna do is just going to do an overhand knot. If you want, you can take one more seed bead off. Let me see if this covers. Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my overhand knot around my 2 fingers and into the loop that I created. And you can take a piece of wire, or you can take your tweezers and then just hold it inside the loop and then pull the thread. So when you pull the thread, just make sure you don't get any seed beads inside the knot. And then all you need to do is bring it all the way up here. You can also use your tweezer nose pliers. So here I have my bead all. Gonna move my knot towards the beads. And then tighten it up just like that. Now I have two cords which I'm gonna separate it, then tighten it like this too. And in this time I'm gonna pick up one truck checkless truck bead and one of this yellow bead. Oh no, this is not going to be yellow, that's going to be the blue. And then again a truck bead on this, let's call this right and this is left. So on my left strand I picked up these beads. On my right strand I'm gonna pick up the seed beads now. So let's move these just a little bit over there. Pick up my seed beads. So this thread is not as stiff. Yes. But it accommodates 11 seed beads. That's the big thing in this. You can also use 0.5 millimeter Chinese knotting cord if you want to. Let me just go ahead and use my lighter. Okay. My lighter is also not working. So here we go. I did burn the ends. In my traditional way, I didn't use the lighter. I used the candle to do my job. If you burn the ends, it's kind of easy to actually put the seed beads on. The rest of the beads goes very well easily inside this. Let's see if this is enough, because this is a smaller bead than the ceramic bead. So I'm just going to place it like just like that. I'm going to see if it is good enough. See, that one came out really good, but this one, because of the, I think I will not add the checkless bead and just add this bead and see, because I want that U shape. So now it will create a new shape for me. Okay, this one needs to come like that. And if I do this, that's a little bit more seed beads. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna take the couple of seed beads off, and now I'm going to knot it here. Take one off also, and then an overhand knot. take the bead all, put it inside the knot, and bring it all the way towards our beads, and make sure it's going to be nice and tight, but still I feel there's a lot of beads. I don't need this many beads actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the knot and take a couple more seed beads off. When I'm doing this, it's fine. Make sure your seed beads are not in the way, and then put the bead all inside the knot, then land the knot right next to it, then take the two cords and tighten it up, just like that. And then I think the bead would have been nice. That's okay. Now separate the two cords, add the seed beads in the left cord and the big beads in the right cord. This time we will add the check glass bead and the ceramic bead and the check glass bead on that side, and then seed beads on this side. So I actually added my focal bead in the middle on both the strands, and I'm just going to knot, going to make an overhand knot. But I'm thinking to put a check glass bead actually. I don't know if it will go through both the strands, but yeah, I doubt it. It helps if you hold the other thread in hand and then insert this one, but it's going all over the place for some reason. I did get it once. There we go. Now let's put an overhand knot. Sorry, the house is very loud today. The kids are fighting. No matter what I tell them, they won't stop. Okay, there we go. And land that knot right there. Then what we are going to do is, again we are going to separate the two strands. This time I'm going to put seed beads on both the strands and create like a loop. So I need more seed beads and pick up seed beads on both strands. You can also use 8-aught seed beads or 6-aught seed beads. That will be much more faster to put inside this cord, but it can accommodate 11-aught seed beads. So why not use the lavano seed beads? I like using lavano seed beads, and any other cord it's way too difficult to add lavano seed beads. This is the only cord it will accommodate very nicely. And these seed beads are extremely pretty. The pattern I am following is you don't have to follow the same pattern. You can use both the strands separately, or you can just intersect the strands in the middle focal bead. So the pattern is totally up to you, whichever way you want. So here we have some beads. I think one more bead on this side will do. Some beads are hard to get in, so try some other ones which goes through very nicely. And then just going to put an overhand knot right there. Take my bead awl, put it right there, right next to my beads, and then push it tight. There we go. We have our seed bead here, and then you can tighten it like this. Then separate the cords again, or you don't have to separate the cords. You can have a crystal right here, or this color bead right here. I think this color bead looks good. So we can put both the cords together and add this ceramic bead. And this is what it is. And then again put a knot after that. Bring the knot all the way to the bead and then put it right here, but there is a high chance it can come out. So what you can do is you can do one more knot, because the ceramic beads hole is pretty big, and you can put a knot on top of the knot that you have. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add another, say this one or this one. We can do either of them. I'm just going to add check glass bead on either strand. Then I'm gonna bring both the cords together, pass through my bead, As you can see, it's not gonna sit tight, but that's a design element that I want to do. Then I'm gonna add again checklist bead. Just like so, and then knot. There we go. And then I'm gonna check the length of the bracelet. It's almost 6.25 inch to be exact. 6 inch. So now I'm gonna take the ceramic bead and I'm gonna put it on top of both the strands. So this is what it's gonna be. And so I'm gonna put one more knot before the ceramic bead. One more knot on top of the existing knot because that's going inside the, let me just focus a little bit more. So I'm just going to put a knot on top of the other knot. So there we go. Just move the knot on top of it. And then put the ceramic bead. Still it's going to cover the thing, but that's okay. And now we have this much. And the knot right next to the ceramic bead and do one more knot on top of that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 6.5 inches. So if I add the clasp, that will be good. So before adding the clasp, I have to add a jump ring, which I completely forgot about. We need a jump ring. So I have this jump ring which is closed. You can use any jump ring you want. You can take this, add it to this jump ring, both the cords, and bring it, and then I'm going to knot it here. I'm just doing an overhand knot, creating a loop, and taking this inside the loop. And bringing it tight. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate these two cords, take my seed beads, add at least 10 or 12 seed beads in each strand. So pull that down. So I'm gonna add, say, there's 5, 9, and here there's 5, 6. Okay. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply knot individually the cords. So overhand knot and put the knot right next to the bead. And do the same here. And then you can snip this off and then burn the ends. Not very closely, just leave a little bit. That'll look nice. Here I have another 10 inch. So 30 inch of cord should be good enough for this project. And this is coming like this. And all I need to do is I need to take some jump rings. And some head pins if you want to add some dangles. So I am going to open up a jump ring. Add it to this closed ring and close the jump ring and add one more jump ring. And add the half end of the toggle clasp. Now this toggle will attach to this. This is how the bracelet will look. You can add some charms here, or you can make a dangle with beads. Bend the wire to 90 degrees. Snip off about 1/8 of an inch. Take your round nose pliers and make a loop. Make sure your loop is completely closed. That's one dangle that we can add here, and then we can also add some metallic beads if you want. Whichever spacer beads you have, you can add, and you can, yeah, even add this bead, but this would be a little bit more big in my opinion, so I would add this and this, and grab it slightly above on top, bend it to 90 degrees, take your pliers, snip off, and then all you need to do is take a jump ring. You can add it directly, but a jump ring would make it tangle much more nicer than adding it directly to the ring. So here we go. So this tangle will come up right next to the CP dangle that we created, and this is our bracelet. I hope you guys like this project. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week, and this is a very organic bracelet that you can make and gift for Mother's Day or for any occasion, and you can make one for yourself. It's so pretty. I hope you guys like this too. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.